Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so we're going to do a pick a pile card today and get some information on where is the Divine Masculine Collective at regarding what's going on in their world right now. I don't have a specific theme on what we're going to see, so this is going to be pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So choose one of those cards. I'm going to put timestamps in the comments below on the top pinned comment so you can find your pile there. And here we go. So pile 1, what's this? Well, let's dive in. Thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what pile 1's person is going through in their 3D life right now. What is happening for pile 1's person in their 3D life at this time? What can we see? What can we know about pile 1's person and what's going on in their life right now? Ooh! So much thinking. 8 of air, 6 of air. So this is all about the ways that your person is trapping themselves through limiting mindset, fear, all of that, and wanting progress. Messenger of water is the Page of Cups. So there is a surrender. There's this idea that they've been naive, that they have assumed many things in their life. And I'm hearing the wool is being removed, the blinders being taken away from their eyes to see that it's always been more of something within their control than they have previously seen. So let's get some clarifiers. It's kind of like your person is realizing they're more empowered or have the potential to be much more empowered than they thought. They thought that love was a fantasy, is what I'm hearing. So let's get some more on the 8 of air. What is the mindset that's being let go of, that's being seen through? Oh, wow. We got the wishes card in the reverse with the 3 of swords, which is third party or, even love. Part of this message is that they thought love had to be difficult, that it wasn't something that actually was available, even if it looked like it was. That was a trick, like that was an illusion. It was just hormones or just a trick, not sincere, that there was an ulterior motive, that love was something that you do, but not a frequency you can connect with, not in a romantic sense. It's like they thought anytime they felt emotions or something made them feel good regarding love, that was just a chemical response. It's a very scientific vibe I'm getting here, that they just didn't feel those emotions and responses to you were what love was. They thought love was going through the motions, self-sacrificing, doing things to show you were able to show up. They didn't understand that love is truly something other than both of those legalistic thinkings, those 3D descriptions. So that's the mindset that they're moving away from. Let's get some information on what progress looks like for them now. What does progress, what do they know about progress? So we're getting the 7 of swords. So we've got, the 6, the 7, and the 8 of swords, sorry. 6, these are all the mindset, the thoughts, the paradigms, the beliefs, and the actions. 7 of swords is kind of sneaky. And so right now, they've gotten themselves into something that they have to tenderly get themselves out of. It's like they just drop their guard with something. So this can be a karmic partnership that they're currently in. This can be a way of showing up in the world. It can be some kind of a contract or a commitment that they made, thinking that, you know, it's settling energy, thinking that that's all life had to offer. And now they have to retract that motion in their lives and unhook themselves from it, because they are literally seeing that love does exist. Messenger of water is the emotionality of love coming in like a ton of bricks, being shown, rosy sunglasses. So something has impressed upon them that they have been holding back the experience of love from their side of the energy in their life. They have been holding back life. They've been holding back from experiencing life, from really feeling a belonging in life and connecting with it on a deep level. I'm hearing disassociating, that they've been disassociating, emotionally avoiding and dismissing the real supportive energies that are available to them, because they did not believe in them. They didn't trust that that's what was happening. Okay, so messenger of water, what is it we can see for? Yeah, they have a new found spark. It's like an initiation. Something on the soul level has come alive. They believe. They're a believer. Pile 1, your person now actually believes in love. And that's beautiful. Let's see what a message would be from them. Actually, let's go to this. What does pile 1 need to know further? How does this apply to pile 1? Why did pile 1 get this message? Temperance. So your person, pile 1, has been healing behind the scenes, and that has been what has afforded them to unlock their heart. Their heart chakra has opened because they've healed. We get the 7 of Swords for the second time. This has been something that has been very private to them, that they haven't been talking about. I'm getting the feeling that your person has always worn a mask that looks like they were this style of person, but they were a skeptic on the deepest levels. And you might not have even known this about them, that they were so good at wearing the mask. They had everyone, even themselves, convinced that they had figured life out, that they were above it, that they had solved the problem and were in non-attachment. So this could be a very kind of, I'm getting a feeling of someone who is in some kind of line of work that lends itself to feeling like they're more even metaphysical or advanced or conscious, some sort of conscious line of work I'm picking up on here that would have looked like this person knew what they were talking about on this particular level, but they are even realizing it in their own energy that they've been keeping the truth of this awareness of what love really is at bay, and therefore also not connecting with you, pile 1, on a deep level, because they haven't seen, literally have not had eyes to see what you were offering, because all of the things that were offered felt like they weren't sincere. And we're getting the Queen of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune. So they're loving themselves. Like, what better description of temperance than self-love? And the Queen of Pentacles is the internal mothering of ourselves, like reparenting ourselves. This is the Queen of Nurture. This is the home energy. So something, divine intervention, something has happened in the divine partner, divine masculine's life for pile 1 that has brought your divine masculine into the understanding of the frequency of true nurture. Wow. So they are now able to love themselves enough to bring soothing to their soul. And this has proven the existence of what love really is in their life, I'm hearing. Okay. I'm going to get some starseed cards for these piles. And so what can pile 1 hold the frequency of so that there is energetic support in this union? What can we see? Okay, we got 3. Are you kidding me? We got the card of union. How beautiful. I love the wordings that come out. Seal of clairsentience, clarity, knowledge, channeling, and unification. So just trust that this is what's going on, and it's bringing you into unity because there's inner union. Temperance is the alchemy that happens on the inner level that qualifies someone to meet another tempered being in that larger expression, external expression of union. Pegasian Stargate, sophistication, ingenuity, originality, and elegance. So I'm also getting that because your person has been a lone wolf, has been somebody that's appeared to be very unique and solitary in their path, because of that, they have developed a level of excellence, a certain elegance that they, you know, they've been refining themselves and cultivating themselves to a degree that now that they believe in love, everything is truly coming alive. So keep that vision of your person and know that even if you've seen their shortcomings, if you've seen where they have fallen short, where they haven't been in their wholeness or integrity, just know that this has been their unique path, and they are going to come through this with flying colors, I just heard. And the last one, lunar progressor, emotional equilibrium and compassionate non-attachment. I used both of those words. Temperance is about the emotional equilibrium, and compassionate non-attachment. This person thought they were in non-attachment because they kept everything at bay. That is not non-attachment. That is guarded energy. Non-attachment is being right in your soul because you're connected to source, not the kaleidoscope of things going through even a twin. That's non-attachment, but you still experience the pleasure and the ecstasy of meeting your reality in the appropriate ways fully. So non-attachment allows for a greater depth of experience. We sometimes are misguided in the 3D thinking that non-attachment means we have to downplay. So pile 1, that's incredible stuff. Amazing. So let's go to pile 2. 1343, pile 2. Pile 2. Oh, I didn't clean up the pile 1 yet. 1 second here. So pile 2, we got the After Tarot. This is a bit of a unique one. When I chose this deck, I heard we're going to see kind of what's happening in the future, not so much for you in real time right now, but what the next motion is going to be like in your DM or divine counterpart's life going forward. The other piles had like what's going on right now. For you, it's going to be what's the next step. So for pile 2, I feel like you have a little bit of an awareness of or familiarity with what might be going on. Like you seem to be a little bit more in the loop, and so you would know how this applies a little bit more concisely going forward. So what is it we can see for pile 2? What does the divine want pile 2 to know? We got third party energy here and a Queen of Pentacles with a spiritual union or a traditional marriage and reunion with soulmate. So there's third party energy here. So let's get some clarifiers. I am getting that we're going to get some solutions towards reunion here. Okay, so we're going to pull on the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant here. What can we see, Divine Creator, for Queen of Pentacles and Hierophant? For pile 2, what do we need to know about the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant? Are you kidding? We got the reunion card again. We literally have the Six of Cups twice, but we have it to clarify. So I'm feeling pile 2 that your person sees you doing well, doing your own thing out in the world. You are making your way, and they know you're spiritually connected at a distance, but they see you thriving. They see you making lemonade out of lemons. But for pile 2, you could possibly have a counterpart or yourself or both in karmic situations, or actually, you know, coming through the leaving of karmic situations, so that we're now into a realm of the healing, the thriving, new context. The transformation is still underway, new thoughts. This is an integration phase. So actually, I do feel for pile 2 that you, my viewer, Divine Feminine, are likely single and really focused on mission, really focused on your own pentacles, your own abundance, allowing things to unfold the way that they need to, but you're not really aware of how much your Divine Masculine is watching you. And Page of Swords, like really paying attention to how you're navigating differently than you used to. Your word choices, the way you communicate, the way that you post on social media, I just heard, all of it is causing this feeling magnetized pull towards you. Your divine counterpart does want to communicate, does want to meet up, does want to talk about where they're at. Let's see what this heartache of the past is still lingering here for. What can we see? For pile 2, what is the next step here? The next step actually is to articulate and to drop the guard and to come in and go through the healing process together, I just heard. So for pile 2, your person is setting their sights on being able to come forward and celebrate the love that's been here. It's like 2 comrades coming back from the karmic battle and like just communing over what's happened and comparing notes. There's a lot of collaborative energy with the Six of Cups twice here and all of these beautiful cards of communication, dropping the guard, spiritual connection. So your person knows that the only place left to grow is together, I just heard. And we have a reunion, a playful energy. So I'm getting the sense that they don't necessarily want to rehash things. They want to drop any of the conditions, conditionality, the eye for an eye energy, and just like see each other as spirits having a human experience is what I heard. So let's get some more on this Six of Cups, reunion energy. Okay, these didn't want to go in. So there might still, there's a little bit of a nudge. This fell out in my hand. It's like some connections need to be walked away from, and communication will not happen fully until that happens. But I'm hearing as soon as that happens, reunion. So if you know that your person is in a legal dissolution of a marriage or something to that effect, or if you know they have a work contract that needs to be left in the past that's karmic, those kinds of things, they are in the process of letting it go, and then they fully intend on coming forward out of separation to end the separation and be able to have the give and take that they've always wanted here, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get a Starseed Oracle message now for what can pile 2 do while they are anticipating and knowing. I feel for you, pile 2, you know it's just a matter of time and that it is going to be coming in. So what is pile 2 meant to hold the frequency of at this time? What should pile 2 be focusing on while this reunion energy is brewing, I heard? Okay, star body matrix, multidimensional consciousness, and holographic information. I'm getting for you, pile 2, that you're meant to just like unfold into a new revelation of reality, that everything that's showing up for you can be read like a storyboard about what's going on. So at any given time, you could literally say, what's going on with my twin? And then open your spiritual eyes and have messages come to you by what shows up in your physical reality. That's going to vary for each person, but there's holographic information. We are all fractals of the whole, and we are all microcosms of the macro. So multidimensional consciousness, you know, remember, this is a collective motion. So all the changes, all these reunions, all the purging, all the karmic transmutation, it's collective right now. Twins are doing this process with a relationship lens, but many other masters in the becoming are doing it in other ways. Collectively, as a human population, we're doing it together. And so depersonalize any last remaining doubts in your worthiness, viewer, because you are meant to come into understanding that it's all working together. You're all part of the whole. It is the way it's meant to. You're not worse off because your union hasn't come in yet. There's so much coming in. For some of you, just focus on what you need to do, what you know you still need to clean up in your life, things you need to end, let go of. If there's anything for pile 2, I feel like a lot of you are really blank slate, ready to experience the spontaneity with your divine counterpart. So just continue living life to the fullest with a clear conscience, I'm hearing, and just trust it is a matter of time. Beautiful energy. Okay, pile 3, 2215. Had my pen ready this time. Woohoo, I'm learning. Okay, pile 3 is this deck. What can we see for pile 3? What is pile 3's person going through in the physical right now? What is happening behind the scenes? What can pile 3 know about their person at a distance? What is the most beneficial message for pile 3 to understand or be aware of for their person at this time? What energies can we focus on for pile 3? What is pile 3's person going through in the 3D? Okay, stepping out of their comfort zone and finding their own truth is what I heard first. This is the 2 of Wands. So they're venturing out. This could be, I'm getting things like a trip, actually moving out of a house that was shared with someone that they are moving forward from. And something is still not seen, I'm getting in this energy as well. So let's look at, first off, the 2 of Wands. It's interesting on my table because it's looking to the past. There does seem to be an energy of uncertainty going forward. It is reflected with this lack of knowing something, so we're going to get into it. So pile 2 or pile 3, what can we know about, I'm feeling to ask what's still unknown about the past. The Hierophant just fell on the floor. One moment. Hierophant. So this is a spiritual connection, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so they're still contemplating something, you, Divine Feminine, the love. They're still contemplating things that have been said, this spiritual connection, they're longing. So it's a catalyst for them leaving whatever it is that needs to change in their life. It could be a belief system, it could be a living situation, a way of living. It's something long-standing, something that they based their world view on, I'm hearing. And now that whole thing is shifting because their own intuition, their own psychic understanding, their own cosmology. Pile 3, your viewer's cosmology has been set on a new foundation. They're no longer, wow, they are no longer thinking in worldly terms, in 3D terms. They've got that in the palm of their hand. They've got that mastered, and now they're looking on to greater horizons, and they're looking at a new cosmology, a higher understanding. And now suddenly they're seeing this love in a whole new context. Your person is absolutely waking up. So if you haven't heard from them, this is the revelation that they're in right now. I'm going to get more information on that. So what can we see for pile 3? What is this doing in pile 3's physical world right now? What is transpiring? King of Swords came out on the fence. So this can literally be accurate assessment of reality. Like your person is looking at the burden in their life, looking at the duty, the undue responsibilities, and connecting the cause and effect, linear thinking, in order to cut free from those things and to see them energetically, I just heard, for what they have represented. The faulty logic I'm hearing. So pile 3, your person is a master analyst of energy. They are coming into a profound understanding of love and how that relates to choices and karma, burden, ease. They're onto it. They are very much onto it. They are seeing your connection and utilizing it as information based on, I'm even hearing the past timelines. So what you were kind of saying or demonstrating or mirroring to them at certain pivotal points in their journey, they're seeing it for what it was. They're seeing your influence, your unconditional love and influence on major decisions that they have made along the way to better their lives. I'm specifically hearing they have gained confidence in this department because you exist. Pile 3. Wow. What is this Ace of Swords for pile 3? What is the Ace of Swords here? Oh, it all fell on the Queen of Cups. What is it? Oh, the Four of Wands, union, and then, yeah, this blockage. This is in the reverse, I have to say. So where they have not come into union with you, they are now seeing with clarity where they have not used their free will in the name of love versus fear. They are more equipped now to see things energetically for what they are, and now if they knew then what they knew now, they would have made completely different choices. They see every pivotal moment on this journey. Oh, I just heard they're in awe of you for holding the light in those times when they were a bumbling buffoon. I literally just heard that. So they're literally feeling like, ugh, how was I so in the dark about what I was doing? I'm literally hearing them say, my person was there in plain sight saying exactly what they were saying, and I took it opposite. They're seeing it's like opposite day. When the blinders were on, when they were in the clouded vision, they could not connect with what you were saying. They misinterpreted. They took it almost to be an opposite day energy. But there's a grander plan at play. There is something in something that's resonating as necessity, that they had to go through this in order to see certain things for what they are. They had to learn cause and effect regarding burden. They had to see the inner workings of that for their soul purpose, for their calling. I'm hearing they had to go through the fire. I'm hearing. They had to see it this way, and you are someone that showed them the contrasting energy while they embarked on this exploration of fine-tuning in their life. Okay, so for pile 3, what frequency can pile 3 look at this situation for the utmost of benefit at this time? Rescued reflections, divination, intuition, and inner vision. You have always been a light for this person because of your intuition. So don't stop now, I'm hearing. Keep pushing that envelope. Keep evolving. Don't fear that you're going to lose this person. They are going to come up from behind really, really soon and surprise you with how quickly they are coming online with their assessment of energy. This is, 0 to 60 really fast. It's almost like you're looking back over your shoulder at them way off in the distance, and as you turn around, they're like, hey, right in front of you, like, how's it going? Because they just learned how to teleport. Whoa, pile 3, your person is going to be like, once they catch this, they are literally going to meet you there with joy and fun. That's a bit breathtaking for me, actually, pile 3. Your person is a little bit of a, I'm hearing metaphysician. Is somebody an alternative medical practitioner or mainstream practitioner? There's something like an augmentation where it just all clicks and boom, your person comes online with their gifts, their calling, their awareness. It's like the final bit that just clicks for this person, and you are partially an inspiration, but also, partially part of what's coming in to these relationship and union energies. Beautiful. Okay, where's my pen? We're gonna get 32 for the reading. All right, so thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the Divine Masculine Collective? Oh, I've really felt to do Divine Feminine right then. I wonder. I have a little bit of time today. I think I'm going to actually do both. We'll start with Divine Masculine. So Divine Masculines, higher selves, I welcome you here. What are the Divine Masculines thinking and feeling for the connection? Divine Creator, bring through only the highest, most beneficial information for the Divine Masculines. What are the Divine Masculine Collective wishing for the connection? What are the DMs doing in their lives that will lead into union? What is the biggest challenge at this time? The Ace of Cups, unconditional love, just wanted to come out. I'm going to put it back in, but it did come out in a beautifully spooky way. Not really spooky, but I love it when the deck just seems to energetically do things. It's not spooky to me, but it's remarkable. I'm kind of used to it now because it just it happens. I've even had it where cards will come out and like float and do a spin. That is always quite awe-inspiring even to me. Okay, what else can we see about the blockage? What is the spirit guided solution for that? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay. What are the Divine Masculines thinking? Ooh, Empress, abundance, the lovers. Look at all of the colorful, lush, full spectrum here. So Divine Masculines are coming into, wow. It's like colors have just become more saturated. Tastes have just become more delicious. Smells more fragrant and holy. And all of it, conduct more impeccable. It's just the extra oomph is happening. It's like they have just entered a new dimension where the senses have come alive. Wow, that is also speaking about the threshold of spiritual priority, like the spiritual awareness. The Divine Masculines are giving more credibility to the unseen dimensions, and it's making everything else better. It's making everything else feel more real and more worth celebrating, more worth being present with. It's more interesting. Being alive is more interesting. That's so interesting. Divine masculines, what are you thinking about your feminine on the heart space? Okay, this new version of reality is so interesting and intriguing. On the heart space, this is brutally showing divine masculines what needs to change, what work they haven't been doing, what they need to integrate. The Four of Swords is a card of rest and integration. In the reverse, it's the procrastination of that. So this tower needs to fall, this false construct, the things that were based on the unhealed versions. On the heart space, they now see how they've let themselves down and how that has caused them to not be able to show up for you, divine feminine. So they know that they have to get rid of that old way, the old paradigm, whatever it is that was keeping them locked in this old tower of thought. They need to really do the work, and that will be the way forward towards their highest timelines and you, divine feminine. They know that. That's on their heart space. They know that's what's keeping them from you. Despite whatever the kaleidoscope of the 3D is, that is what the essence of what has hindered them from being fully present with you to date. To this date. But dating might be what was held back, courting you. Okay, what is the wish of the divine masculines? Wow, to have the bravery to just let go of this overthinking, to let things transmute, to go from feeling isolated, trapped, and in duty, in slavery of some sort, committed to things that aren't in alignment. This is the wish to just tap in, find the strength, know the protection, and walk through it. Allow it to transpire. They are really surrendering, letting go at this time. Commitment to the path. Here it is again. Commitment to the process of healing, commitment to the journey, commitment to seeing where this deep inner work leads. Staying open, not being attached to outcome, but saying yes to forward motion. Saying yes to forward motion. I'm going to write that down. Okay. What actions are being taken? King of Wands, Two of Crystals, authority into the world. This King of Wands came out so much in December and January, and the divine masculines made some major moves to represent as a diplomat of heaven. I'm getting that again. We've come through a big window of stall, this pause sort of in connections this year. It's been very evident that there's been a deep introverted solo kind of progression, independent development. And so this King of Wands, it's almost like popping out the other end of the portal from the spring or early spring, winter, and now coming out with actionables, with ways of actually in the physical making these changes. So energetically, the divine masculines were empowered to make major changes, and now they can run with it. Now they can actually start putting the building blocks in place. So for many, there was a leaving of karmic situations or an understanding that they absolutely have to. So there's a few different waves. I'm feeling the harmonics of the different waves of twins here. So for some, they have absolutely made peace with they need to leave their karmic situation, and they're making the steps towards doing so. So if there are karmic partners involved, they have found the spiritual green light to start making those changes. For those who have already left their karmic situations, they are making the changes to show up differently and heal, continue the healing in the physical, and claiming their independence and the authority of their own free will. This is a beautiful thing. So for some, they are surrendering to knowing that this connection. So for those just more recently meeting twins, this is a surrender to wanting more balance, to saying, I'm just hearing that more recent group of twins saying, wow, this is a very next level relationship. I want to see where this can go. So you may not have had a separation, and you might be looking up information right now on a very high level soul connection or twin flame potential connection that has not yet had any difficulties, I'm hearing. So welcome aboard, dear travelers. That's a very, I wish you well. I actually wish you enlightenment, and I also want to congratulate you, because if you're resonating with the twin flame journey, no matter what happens, you are an impeccably beautiful spiritual being, and it's an honor to know you. It really is. Stay the course. No matter if you found your DM or DF yet or not, for those that resonate with divine love templates, you will. You will find the real thing if you gravitate towards this, because if you are it, you will manifest it in your reality. So don't worry if your twin is your twin or not. Just stay with the journey. Stay with the journey of becoming and the revelation of your true divine nature. That's what this is all about. Okay, what is the biggest block for the divine masculines? Knight of Swords, so lack of communication. It's in the reverse. And becoming more spiritual. It's that fine cutting edge of knowing there's more spiritual understanding to be gained, but feeling like wanting to connect with divine feminine. What is the spirit guided solution? Finding the nurturing. So there's a desire to connect with divine feminine for some masculines that would be sort of trying to find that comfort externally again. So that's the message I'm getting, is divine masculines, you are always available or able to reach out to your divine feminine. You're always able to communicate, because this is a card of communication from a spiritual frequency. This is more of a communication of a head over heart, like have to or triggered energy, less conscious. This is very deliberate, intentional communication. So that's the first piece here, is communicate from intentional desire to authentically communicate. No more communication out of this more cutting or quick or non-significant, insincere communication. The challenge is that there has been insincere communication and things are deepening. So it's about finding new languaging, new expression. But we also see the deeper level. We went from knights and pages to a queen here, and 10 of Pentacles. So this is commitment, and this is the Queen of Pentacles, the mother, the nurture, the internal safety. It's in the reverse. So this is a cue. Divine masculines, find this within you first. Find this commitment, this home, the nurture, the reparenting your own inner mothering of your inner child. Anchor that in, and that speak from that place where you've already got that within, so you're not looking for it externally. You know, like with karmic situations where we think somebody else owes us, or we blame them, they have the power over us, or, you know, instant gratification without feeling the wholeness within. Those couple of messages. Whereas the divine masculine headed in the near future, wow, flying colors. The lovers, I look at the lovers as the higher love that's available for us to interact with at all times if we have eyes to see. In the reverse, the divine masculines are seeing it and implementing it in the 3D. This is you, this is them, this is the divine layer of reality, or the shared intention to access this level of divine realization of the love together. Team player in the highest. What a beautiful energy. Okay, let's go to 4435, and we're going to do a divine feminine reading. Set those aside. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the Divine Feminines. What can we see for the beautiful Divine Feminines, higher selves? You are welcome here to also impart messages of your heart, from your heart. What is it, beautiful Divine Feminine Collective, that you are thinking about your Divine Masculine? What are you feeling on the heart space? What wishes are there? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge? What is the solution? And where is it going? Okay, so what are the Divine Feminines thinking about? Letting go of the struggle. Divine Feminines, there is a standstill, a roadblock. There's something. Your Divine Masculine may not be forthcoming at this time. And because you can't see what lays around the next corner, instead of fighting, instead of writhing, you're dropping the guard and dropping into your heart and doing you. That's the feeling I'm getting here. So there is a... It's like you're paying attention to the signs of energy. Quite honestly, you're not resisting, you're not fighting against. When energy says no at this time, you're saying, okay, cool. I'm not going to take that personally. I'm not going to be triggered by it. I'm going to go in this direction and do me, because I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And there must be a real reason why that's not more harmonious together. So I'm just going to trust that everything is as it should be on the path of enlightenment for my twin, and I'm going to steer my ship over here and just focus on what I've got to do. Perfect energy, Divine Feminines, I love that. So Divine Masculines, your Divine Feminine is not being hyper vigilant about anything you're up to right now. You have space to just, your freedom, your motion in the world is not limited by your Divine Feminine. Your Divine Feminine is giving you the space to do you without pressure. So Divine Feminines on the heart space for the masculine, they are secretly wishing for you with all of their heart, but they're over here doing their own life and strategizing. They do have you in consideration, under consideration with every choice that your Divine Feminine is making. They are noticing how every time they make a decision that you don't know about behind the scenes, it is something that they are increasingly aware that would be beneficial for your union. So if there are major life changes going on, your Divine Feminine is being shown, divinely guided, that each of those decisions that are being made will benefit your union. So they have not forgotten about you, Divine Masculine. They secretly know very, very clearly that all of their decisions that are in their highest and best interest also potentially would be the same decisions that will harmonize with your union. That's love. That's love. Okay, what are the Divine Feminines wishing for? They're wishing for their autonomy. They're wishing for their singleness. So Divine Feminines, for many Divine Feminines that are still in karmic situations, marriages, those sorts of things, there is a full and growing empowerment towards becoming single. So for Divine Feminines that haven't ended karmic situations, they really do now see that in order to be their fullest expression, this Queen of Wands, the full extraordinary expression of who they really are, they need to become single. They see now that their karmic situations have been holding them back. They still know who they are. They are Divine Feminines. But they are limited in some way because they're giving their power away to something. So they're wishing to continue clearing that. They're wishing for the energy, the zing, the zest to come back in. And they know that they need to just be in their own sovereign energy for that to truly engage in their lives. I'm hearing they're so close. So divine masculines, if you're waiting for an update on your divine feminine as to their ability to navigate as a soul entity in the world, they are very close to being able to maneuver that way with ease and grace through their life, spontaneously, untethered. They're working on it. They're getting there. What are the divine feminine's actions at this time? Doing the inner work to step out of their comfort zone, to move house, to move quite a distance from where they live in some cases, but definitely to get out of comfort zone and to keep going. This is doing the inner work. Some of this could have to do with finalizing school and not having to live where the college or university is, I just heard. So there's something about coming back to home base. So a special message for some divine masculines or for some divine feminines, if you've been considering after a period of extended learning, you've been living abroad, I just heard, or away, you will be moving back for work. To take something to the next level, you're going to be moving back to a different location, I just heard. But that can also be mindsets, revisiting certain things from the past and now blending the new level of understanding and anchoring it back into something that didn't feel quite appropriate as it does now once the duality is harmonized. That's another way of looking at that that's more advanced, but I am seeing that there is an alchemy happening in the divine feminine's lives where the previous understanding is being complemented by the advanced interpretations, and now this and that are true, and there's a middle path. So this has to do with living situations, work situations, personal spiritual development, all of it coming in to balance at once, I'm hearing. What is the biggest challenge for divine feminines? The knowing that they love their divine masculine, knowing that things aren't, I heard set in stone, aren't guaranteed. So there's still this, nothing, not everything is common knowledge about what's going on with divine masculine here. And so it's just trusting the process. The block here is that things are not fully revealed in the 3D and not the knowing is not realized in the 3D. That's the only challenge right now, is just what to do in the interim. What is the spirit guided solution? The Lovers and my card of the 3D. So attuning to the higher love storyboard, that level of reality behind the veil that is love. Making the conscious choice, divine feminines, keep connecting on that frequency, keep measuring off of that, keep attuning to that, keep aligning with the knowing of the love, even when the 3D does not appear to follow suit. Keep making the choices that bring you into alignment, those beautiful heart-led decisions that are in the name of love, meaning your highest loving awareness of self, which naturally divine feminines are getting the spiritual aha moments that it also, when they make a choice for their higher love, their higher choice, that the divine masculine and the connection would naturally be benefited by those choices. We're seeing it here. Keep making all of your decisions for future things based on what is best for you, trusting that that will not detract from your unions, will not detract from what is best for your union. So don't worry about what's going on behind the scenes with your DM. Keep making the choices that are truly in alignment with your heart and your soul, that are right with your soul, and trust that that will bring you into more connectivity and benefit your union when it is all revealed. Where is the energy going? Divine Feminines, you are really coming out of a period of deep contemplation. You're becoming more extroverted. This came up in a private read today. And so you are actually ready to give and receive on a new level. I've heard it a few times before. Tell the universe you want the whole loaf, not a breadcrumb anymore. But you've been doing the work to know your worthiness to get there. So I'm literally seeing that you're going to come out into the broad daylight, Divine Feminines, and see that you no longer attract half-ass energy. You fully show up, and therefore your reality fully shows up to meet you. There's more sincerity, more authenticity, more practicality, more substance. You are now no longer woo-woo, I just heard, but you are more grounded, and you're having your true needs met in real time. There's no longer this distance in the things that you are accessing, the awarenesses you are privy to. Aside from your twin union, you are starting to see union energies coming and meeting you in your space, in your reality, because you're more genuinely showing up into your experience. You are able to meet that which is for you more securely. You are forging a new secure belonging in your physical reality because you have allowed your spiritual self to make peace with being at home in your body. Whoa. Whoa. Very good. Very, very nice. Divine Feminines. Many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.